Okay, perfect. We are recording. Just make sure you're muted. And I'm so excited to tell you guys exactly how we are going to train our new distributors for success. Now, the easiest way and the best way for me to explain this is that the best thing about this is that your new distributors can train new distributors immediately with this. Like, it's that simple. And so I remember when I first started, I was like, how in the world am I supposed to get distributors? Like, how can I get new distributors? I don't even know what I'm doing. And this really streamlines it to, even if you don't know what you're doing, you have like the steps in place, and you can just relay that to your new distributors, and you guys can go so you can go Ruby so fast that it's not even funny. And I'm going to explain that. And your new distributors can go Ruby so quickly, and I'm going to explain that as well. So first things first, how to train your new distributors to get their 6 loyal customers in 6 days. Now, a little tip for setting yourself up for success before you actually sign all of these new distributors is using an app called WordBoard, okay? Or using your text replacement on your iPhone, okay? And I'm not sure what it's called on Android. One of you that have an Android can drop it in the chats. I think WordBoard is on Android as well, though. So my point of this is that when you start to sign new distributors, it gets very, very repetitive, right? And you're saying the same things to them all the time. So why not have it very simple, accessible in your phone, either in WordBoard or in your text replacement, so that when you sign that new distributor, no matter what you're doing, we all have busy lives. No matter what you're doing, you can just start them right there with their first step, okay? So their first step is going to be, sorry, I wrote down a bunch of notes and then I just skipped over one thing that I wanted to start with. But their first step is going to be, you're going to give them, the instructions on how to sign up. They're going to say, I'm all set, I'm all done, I'm ready. Like I'm already joined, right? And you're going to say, okay, awesome. Let's write down your website right now. I want you to send me your website right this second so that we do not forget about it. Okay. That is literally the next thing that you say to them. Okay. So if they don't know what that is, we can walk them through how to get it. And I'll tell you guys what that is in a second. But we really want them, number one, to have it written down so they don't forget it, so that when they do start enrolling those customers, you don't want them to accidentally go to a generic website and then now they're not getting the credit for those customers, okay? And that can be fixed. If you're brand new and you're like, oh yeah, that happened to me. I signed somebody up on a generic website and I just lost that customer. Listen, within like 48 hours, you and that customer can call customer service or come to me or Shelby or Fair or anybody that's in your upline and tell them, hey, somebody signed up a new distributor a new loyal customer, and they didn't get credit for it. And if it's within that 48 hours, corporate will make sure that they put that loyal customer back to that person that originally enrolled them. Okay. So just make sure that you reach out to whoever enrolled you, and we can help you guys with that. So the first things first, getting their website. Second thing is having them set up their e-suite. And you guys, I can post all of the verbiage that I have so far in our team page, maybe in a unit. I think that will be easier, like how to train a new DT, and just put all the verbiage that I have. Verbiage, I don't know. I probably say it wrong, but it's fine. Okay, so anyways, make sure, yes, Lorraine, I will do that for you. So I'm just gonna kind of go through it and then you guys will see that verbiage. But having them log into their e-suite. So I'll tell you, I've signed 3 distributors in the last couple of days, and I'm doing the same thing with each of them, and it's working very, very well. So I'm going to go to one of them and just read you the verbiage real quick. Okay. First things first, we want to log in to your eSuite, and I write eSuite.myitworks.com. So it's a link that they can click. Okay. First things first, we want to log into your eSuite, eSuite.myitworks.com with your distributor ID number and your password. And you'll see at the top tax info on a red bar. You'll just want to fill that out. It takes less than 5 minutes. This makes sure you are paid. Then we can start with your first steps. Okay. And also they're going to see that they can set up a photo. They can set up their website from there. And I think that it's really, really important that you get that out of the way right away, because they're already feeling like they're accomplishing things right before we get started. So once I say, and then I literally will say, tell me when that's done. You guys, I've been training distributors for a very long time. And when you constantly give them things to come back with you for, like if you just give them all the information at once and you're not saying like, tell me when it's done, tell me when you watch this video, like when you're not giving them that comeback so that they come back to you, it's very difficult to continue to train them because they can feel very overwhelmed quickly. And instead, if you're saying like, hey, tell me when that's done, then we'll go to your next step. They feel like you already know what you're doing. They feel like you have it under control, right? And so you want to make sure that you're giving them those actions. Tell me when that's done. She said, I've finished filling out my tax info. I said, yay. Okay. How do you feel about making a first post and reaching out to some friends and family today? I, of course, will help you with both. Now, I didn't used to do this. I always would just give them the tasks. Okay. And what I was finding, at least for myself, was that they were already feeling overwhelmed. Some of them were having like their oh crap moments where they're like, I'm sorry, what? You want me to do what? Not like I just signed up. Like I literally just hit submit and you're trying to have me post something. What are you talking about? Like they have their kind of fits, right? Or like not even a fit. You guys know what I'm saying? Like they have their oh crap moment, right? So I'm saying, how do you feel about this? Because I want to know how they feel. If they're feeling like, ooh, I might have made a mistake. If they're feeling like, let's do it. That's great. Whatever. You can kind of gauge what you're going to say next to them. Because again, our job is to guide them through this, not just be their boss and tell them exactly what to do, right? So she said, I would love to. I'm ready to get this business going. Okay. So I know she's not doubting it. She's ready. She's excited. So I said, yes, girl. Okay. Here is the post. Do this on Facebook and this in your Instagram story. Again, I'll put all this in the in a unit in our team page. You guys don't worry about that. But I'm really just trying to get you to understand the flow of this conversation and that you are doing a one-on-one examples with these new distributors. Okay. So this is one for your story. This is the one for your story. And it's literally an image. Okay, oops, I cut it off, which that's kind of tacky, but it doesn't matter. So it says, looking for 15 people who want to take a natural supplement for 90 days and lose up to 30 pounds. Okay, I'm having them just put that in their Instagram with a poll, okay, in their story. So we're just going right in there with not even explaining that they're starting a business. Okay, we're just throwing it up. And then I said, and this one's for your Facebook. It says 2 pills daily for 90 days, 30 pounds lost on average. I need 10 people who want to lose that by May. Drop a comment below. And then I say with a pretty background like this, and I sent them an example. Okay. I sent them an example of myself doing it. And then I wrote it out for them so that they could just copy and paste it. Okay. And then I said, it should look like this. So I'm literally spelling it out. But again, I have all this in my text replacement. So it's not taking me 10 years to respond to them. And I've got these pictures of it in my favorites on my phone. Okay, so it needs to be very quick, especially if you're planning on signing a lot of distributors because y'all are going for these crazy bonuses right now. It needs to be quick. It needs to be streamlined. It can't be something that you're feeding your kids and then you're like, oh wait, I missed a step because you're not going through it. It needs to be something that is very streamlined. Okay. And then I say, she said, okay, wait for them to respond. She responded too quickly because she was so ready for this. So I just said, when someone comments, let me know and I'll help you with what to say. Then for now, we can send out this message to all your friends, family, and coworkers. Tell me how many you've sent. Tell me how many you've sent it to when you're done. And if anyone in all cap responds, tell me what they say or send me a screenshot so I can help you with responses at first. Does that sound good? Okay, so again, I'm asking her a question. I'm saying, does this sound good? Do you understand this? Whatever it is, so that they are not uncomfortable with anything that we are doing. Now we are into the new launch, what this Zoom is all about, on how they're gonna get their first 6 loyal customers. Now, I want you guys to understand something, because some of you that have been with me for a long time, you're like, wait, you haven't even mentioned her first goal. You haven't talked about income. You haven't talked about anything. Nope, I'm just getting them started. I'm not talking to them about, here's your first goal of getting 6 customers, because I don't want to limit them to 6 customers. I want to say 6 to 10 customers. Okay, so when we start talking about it, I don't want to limit them to anything. I don't want them to have a cap on it. I don't want them to think that they're limited. Of course, we'll go over their first goal later on, but I really just want to get them in the swing of things right away. Okay. Because when they sign up for something, they're excited. Most of the time, they're very excited. Sometimes they have their oh crap moments that we can walk them through and let them know that we had them too. But most of the time, they're ready and excited to get to work with you. So then now we just go into exactly what I posted on the team page. Okay. And that is the script that's like, hey, name, I'm so excited. I just started a health and wellness company so I can get healthy and make some extra money. I need 6 people to do a 90-day trial and give me an honest review of our products. And I wanted to see if you'd be willing to do that. Can I give you some more info? Again, this is on the team page, so don't panic if you don't have the scripts. I said, make sure to fill in their name and take out the underline because it has an underline next to hey. And we just want to make sure that they know that, because I'm telling you guys, I can't tell you how many people over the years will like send it just as is. And I'm like, oh, no, we have to add their name. Okay. So again, while doing this, you're gaining their trust. You're literally walking them through exactly what they're supposed to do. And again, this is all in your text replacement. Spend some time doing that so that it doesn't take you this long to respond to them. Okay. So I've made the post. I'll let you know when I get a comment. Now I'm sending messages. Okay, so this girl is on it. Now, sometimes you're not going to have people that are just automatically on it, and that's okay. That's where your job comes in, to make sure that you have some sort of distributor tracker, whether you have it on your computer, whether you're writing it down, whether you took a screenshot of your personally enrolled report, whatever it is, know the distributors that you have signed so that each and every day you can check back in with them. I had gotten in a really bad habit of having my new distributors come to me. And then it would be like a whole week. And I'm like, oh shoot, I haven't reached out to that girl. Like, she hasn't come to me. And the last thing I asked her to do was like, here, put this post up or watch this training and tell me when you're done. And then they don't respond to me. So the thing is, that very next day, I need to be saying, hey, did you have a chance to watch that video? Okay, we are their coach. We are their mentor. That is what we get paid to do. So we need to make sure that we are messaging them and letting them know that we're there for them, because 9 times out of 10, either they got too busy to watch it and they need a reminder, or they're scared. Okay, and if we wait a whole week to reach back out and be like, hey girl, are you like, did you watch that video? They're already gone, and Aunt Sally has already told them that this business is a scam and they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be making sure that you are on it and messaging them and letting them know that they have all the support in the world. Okay. So then we go into, now she's going to start sending out her messages. Now this gets really, really simple. All you have to do is have in your text replacements what they're going to say next. So they send out that message, they send you a screenshot, and it looks like Jean said, how much is it? Okay, that's it. She sent the, I'm so excited, I started a health and wellness business. And this lady says, how much is it? And so this is like where it becomes so difficult to streamline exactly what you're supposed to say, right? Because we were hoping that she was going to say, sure, right? So that we could say, great, I have 3 packages, and like go into like the 3 thing. And instead she's like, how much is it? And then our new distributors are like, the next thing doesn't make sense, you know? So it's so difficult to streamline, but that is why they have you. Okay. So, or me, or whoever you need to ask for help with this. If you're new and you don't know how to train and you're like, well, shoot, that wasn't a part of the script. That's okay. We're human and we can't be scripted all the time with this. Okay. But we can, for the most part, I usually see sure, or how can I help? Okay. Usually that's how people respond. But for this one, her first one was, how much is it? And so your job is to try to get them back on track to those packages. Okay. And so what I said was, I have products as low as $25 and packages up to over $100. The post you commented on that, what happened was, and see, this happens with new distributors. So I want to be as candid as I can right here. What happened was, she posted that post that I told you guys about, the TFX post. Okay. That first post. And when somebody commented, instead of coming to me and saying, I got a comment, because I would have said to say something different, she sent out the, hey, I just started a new business, to that person. Are you guys following? So we had to kind of play a little bit of catch up here, but that's okay, because this shows your new distributor that you can truly come back from anything. and it should show you that you can come back from anything, okay? Because there's gonna be mistakes made, and that's good. That's how they learn, okay? So don't freak out when this kind of stuff happens. So I said the post you commented on, that is only $36 total. I can give you all the info. First, are you looking to tone up or mainly for weight loss? Okay, so I'm bringing her back to what are we looking for? We want to help her, and we want to show our new distributors that we are looking to help them, not just to sell a product for our own benefit, right? Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, you're running a business and your new distributors are running a business. And the faster that we start helping others with their goals, the faster that you can get to where you want to go, right? So that's what we need to be training to our new distributors as well. So we're right into the combos, and then you're just kind of going back and forth. Now, you guys have all of the verbiage. I don't know. Somebody help me out. Verbiage, whatever. You have all of that in the team page of how it should look. And you're literally going to go, when they say sure, you're going to go right into that hold on, it's going to be like, okay, yay, I have 3 main packages available. We're not saying anything about it works. We're not asking them if they've heard of it, nothing. And I've found that this is actually working really well. I've been testing this out with my last couple of distributors, and it's been working very well because at this point, when you say I have 3 main packages available, the first one is detox weight loss package, then it explains it. Second one is skincare package, then it explains it. Third is lash hair growth package, then it explains it. Do any of these interest you? At this point, they don't care what company it's for because you've just told them what they do. Okay, and now if something's going to interest them out of those, then they're going to interest them, right? And if they say no, it doesn't, then maybe we can go into more categories. But what I've seen so far is that everybody is picking one of them. Oh, the second one sounds great. Oh, the first one sounds great. Okay, now what I want you guys to do, and this is what I did with my new distributors, some of them will follow your lead and like just go with the back and forth and just sending you messages. Most of the greens, drop a 1 if you're a green on here. Most of the greens will be like, hi, hey, what do I say when they say this? Like, I'm not waiting for them to say what they're going to say. Like, I want to know what I do, where I go. Yes, all my greens. I love you guys. Okay. So one of my girls was like that. And I said, listen, I'm going to send you all of the verbiage, right? I'm going to send you all the scripts, everything. And I'm also going to give you a guideline of what the products are going to be, how much they're going to cost, and the bonus volume attached to that. This is for your eyes only. I explained that to her. I said, this is for your eyes only. This will help you when they are ready to order any of the packages so that you can order. And I'm going to show you guys that right now. I'm going to share my screen real quick. And this is on the team page too. Let's see. Tell me. Oh, I got to hit share first. Okay, can you guys see this right here? Yes, Paulina, thank you. I can see you nodding. Okay, so notice it says for distributor reference only. Now these are the loyal customer main packages. These are for us to see how to order. The reason why I did this is because a lot of the times when people are going to order for, how do I explain this? When they're ready to like, oh, hold on, let me mute everybody. When they're ready to like start talking about the conversations of what they're ordering and how they're gonna order, and a lot of them, if they are agreeing and they're not getting all the information back and forth, and they don't know that, for instance, keto coffee is $78 for a full month supply versus $39 for a 15-day supply, then if they just start rolling with it and the person's like, well, how much is it for this? And they give pricing for that, they're gonna be really confused when you're like, no, that's not a full 30-day supply. Do you know what I'm saying? So here, it shows right here that it's a cleanse keto coffee ×2 for 30 days. So that when they go to order, they're gonna know that they need to add 2 to their cart, and I'm gonna explain that to them. But not only that, in the pricing, it makes sense, because if you were to look at this and go, okay, I'm going to add up a cleanse, I'm going to add 1 bag of keto coffee, I'm going to add 1 thing of greens, I'm going to add 1 thing of TFX, that's not going to equal $186, right? We're missing $39 because of that second added on bag of the keto coffee. And so they're going to be confused here. So, and that happens more often than not. And so that's why I created this reference sheet here so that they can be like, oh, she has ×2. And they may still come to you and say, why do you have ×2? Like, I don't get that. They made it a lot easier with the skinny brew. Now you can just hit 30 servings. You know what I mean? Like it says like 15 servings, 30 servings. They made it a lot easier for us with that. In fact, I'll show you guys. Let's see, if I hit add to bag, I think it comes up and asks me. Oh, no, it doesn't. I lie. Hold on. If I go to the actual, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Okay, so when you click on Skinny Brew, you can literally add 30 servings. So they made it a lot easier than just adding 2 bags than they did with the keto coffee. Maybe they'll switch over to this in the future, but my point is this was created to help with these packages, the pricing, and what the BV is going to be. Now, also, just one thing that I did some numbers, and I want to show you guys this. I'll stop sharing. Oops. Hold on. How do I stop sharing? Hold up, guys. Clear. Okay. So I made this really quickly because I got to thinking about if we do this and if everybody on here actually commits to doing this and truly, having people selling packages instead of one product here, 30 BV here. When they got their 6 loyal customers, let's say they sold 30 BV each. Yes, I have to use my calculator. Okay, so that's 180 BV. Okay, so that's nowhere near filling a qualified leg on a chart, which needs over 400, right? And so when they get their first 6 customers, it's kind of like, let's get a couple more, right? So that's the thing is with this, and I did the math already, if you sell that first package, that first weight loss package, that's 151 BV. So let's just say that your first 6 loyal customers, that your new distributor's first 6 loyal customers is 151 BV. That is, and I'm going to double check myself too. Yeah, that's 906 BV. Okay, so now you welcome this new distributor and you're going to talk to them about going Ruby and you're going to talk to them about host to post on day 2. And I'll get to that in a second because right now we got up their first post. We talked about their tax info, or we got them to do their tax info and their picture on eSuite. And then we are just walking them through some conversations, getting them talking, getting them working, okay? Day 2, and I'll go into that in a second, is gonna be sending them a host to post training, talking about how their goal is 6 to 10 loyal customers, okay, which they're already working towards. So that's not gonna sound kind of crazy at that point because they're gonna already have some interest, right? Because we're already doing the work. So they're gonna have some interest. So when you say 6 to 10, it's not gonna be like, oh, you just joined, now your goal is 6 customers. Instead, it's like, oh my gosh, look at all these people that are already interested. Your goal is gonna be 6 to 10 loyal customers, okay? And then we're gonna pull out a Ruby chart and we're gonna tell them how we're gonna do that. Now, if they sign their first 6 customers with that first package of 151 BV, that's 906 in volume, okay? Then we talk to them about signing 3 new distributors because that's their steps to success, right? They've signed their 6 customers. So their next step is to sign their 3 distributors, okay? And when they sign those 3 distributors and we use this system, okay? Now that first distributor that they signed just signed their 6 customers and has 906 BV. Their second distributor just signed their 6 customers and now has 906 BV. Their third distributor just signed their 6 customers and now has 906 BV. And you just went Ruby with 3,600 in volume. Do you guys understand this? This is you with your 6 customers. This is your new distributor, number 1. You just helped get their 6 customers at 906. You guys, do you know what this is going to do? Not only are you going to build Rubies like that, okay, because with your steps to success, you can now build a Ruby. Is that making sense? Is that making sense? Okay, so if we're selling packages and we're teaching our new distributors how to sell packages right out of the gate, they will have never even known that selling one product is even a thing. They're going to be like, oh, it's a package. Oh, they're packages. Like, got it. Like, we sell packages. We don't sell one product. And that is an absolute last resort. And from the first day that they start training with us, they understand that. Okay, so now building a Ruby is so much simpler. Pauline is like, yes, mind blown right now. Okay, so you just went Ruby. Now, just by completing your steps to success, you went Ruby. Now imagine how many people you can show how to go Ruby just by completing their steps to success. So now this becomes about building Rubies and completing your steps to success every single month, which has been our goal this whole time, but we haven't had set packages to kind of guide people on where they should go, right out of the gate. Not only that, but let me break this down even more. Let's say they get their first 6 customers, 906 in volume, but they don't sign their first 3 distributors their first month. That's okay. You know why? Because our first paycheck is going to be almost $100. Okay. All of the sudden, now new distributors that are normally getting like $20, $30 from getting their normal 6 loyal customers with like 30 BV each. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden they're getting $100 paycheck from immediately in their first month. They're seeing a return, or at least they're seeing getting their money back. And now they're like, okay, now I just need to get 3 new distributors because we're walking them through that. Now we just need to get 3 new distributors and teach them to get those 6 customers that you just did. And it becomes so much more doable when you're doing it yourself. And then you can just duplicate that with your new distributors. So in case you haven't seen what these look like, what the, let me share this again real quick. Oh, I keep forgetting to hit share. I'm new. Don't mind me. Okay, hold on here. Let me show you what these are going to look like. So you're going to send that next script. When they say, sure, I'm interested, you're going to be like, okay, I have 3 packages. Here's what they do. Do any of them interest you? So let's say that they say, the hair and lash growth pack actually really interests me. What's that about? And you can send this. And again, all the scripts are on the team page for what you're going to send right after this. But you can literally send them a visual of what this looks like. Now they're like, okay, here's skin and nails. It's a pill, 2 pills a day. You read about it, biotin, keratin, vitamin A. Oh my gosh, this looks great. Lash serum, clinically proven ingredients, collagen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's done for them. You don't have to sit there and go back and forth. It's like, here you go. Here's what it is. And I can't tell you how many times I have, new distributors try to do pricing on their own, and it comes back and we always have to like fix it. And we have to be like, oh no, especially with the collagen, right? If you're unfamiliar, the collagen is sold in 15-day packs as well. So it's $40 for a 15-day pack, but we sell it in 30, right guys? So it's $80 for a 30-day pack. And so, they might not know that, but the reason why I put this pricing right there is how we want our new distributors to be saying pricing. Normally $305 retail, but with my discount, you'll get all of this on this page for only $179. And now with the next script that you're going to say, it's going to be something along the lines of, how does that sound? Or, you're asking a question because you want them to be coming back. And so this just makes it so simple, so foolproof. Now your new distributors are also learning what these products look like and what they do. Okay, that's huge, because some of the best sellers that are here, they're seeing what they look like, they're seeing what they do, and they're seeing the pricing of all this. And all of a sudden they're going to start to feel a lot more comfortable with selling something that they're getting all the information on up front. With the old way that we were doing things, and I don't want to emphasize much of that, but with the old way that we were doing things, we were kind of just ping-ponging and going back and forth with like, here, just say this, and they don't know anything about the products, and they're kind of just having to trust you. And with this, they kind of get to look at it and see it and know what they're selling and what they're showing to their new distributors, or to their potential customers. Okay, so the skincare pack. Personally, this is one of my favorites, not only for the high BV, but also because you get to emphasize that this comes with a free hair, skin, and nails when you buy this package. Okay, so they're getting the full skincare pack, the entire Beauty Works line. Okay, and when you buy that, you get the hair, skin, and nails basically for free. Okay, and then in my opinion, and like drop a two if you guys are obsessed with the illuminated facial pads as much as I am, you cannot get our skincare without the facial pads. Like, they are absolutely insane. They're so good for you. And so we just add those on. And again, over 350 retail. With my pricing, you'll get it for $179. You guys, these pricing on the products that we've chosen for these packs, I think just show how incredible our pricing is that we can offer, but also just like how great our products are, especially clinically proven, and be able to have Dr. Nassif on our products as well. It just shows people that we're a very well-known, great company with clean ingredients, things like that. And so the next one is the weight loss pack. Now, I chose not to go with a ton of different packs because we wanted to streamline this and make it as simple as possible. That being said, there is going to be people that can't have the cleanse or can't have the Thermophyte X or whatever it may be. And so it is our job to guide our newbies and help them with this, but this is a standard. And the reason why I put full 30-day supply of 4 products here is to really understand what they're getting for only $189 for 4 products. So also, I put skinny coffee here instead of skinny brew or keto coffee, because this can go either way. And I want you guys to understand this. So skinny coffee, fat burning coffee. They're both a fat burning coffee with healthy fats, brain boosting formula, and clean energy. Vegan option available is what I put there. So that if they're like, I need the vegan option, then you're going with skinny brew. You're not going with keto coffee. Now, I think it's going to make it $1 more, I believe, because this is with keto coffee pricing, and keto coffee is going to be $78 for a month and skinny brew is going to be $79 for a month. Correct me if I am wrong, but this is the hard part when you're like, standardizing something. Is a lot of people are going to need different things, but I really do think that for the majority of the weight loss packages that I sell, this is what I sell. Okay, so cleanse to detox and prep for weight loss. It's all here: skinny coffee, super greens, and Thermophyte X. Again, this is going to show our new distributors on why we do this, why we add a cleanse to detox and prep for the weight loss, why we have the chocolate greens. It makes the coffee taste so good, but also adds extra nutrients. And then in the very bottom here, it says, and I don't know if you guys can see it, energy detox package and caffeine-free weight loss package available too. Okay, so they are automatically seeing this as your potential customer. They are seeing like, oh, good, because I was just going to say I need caffeine-free. Okay, and then you can be like, okay, great. And we'll talk about the caffeine-free packs, which again are on the team page in that post that I made in actually this post right here, which is energy. No, it's up here. Sorry. Well, second, vegan caffeine-free weight loss package. Nope, that's not it either. Sorry, guys. That's just the pricing. I know I explained it somewhere. Oh, it's on this. That's why. Caffeine-free. And so maybe I should add it into that script. So caffeine-free vegan jumpstart package. Keto tea, 30-pack, cleanse, fat fighters, and wraps. That is all vegan. That is all non-caffeine or caffeine-free, whatever. So that is a great package for caffeine-free. And then the energy detox package, I did the skinny brew, cleanse, greens, and wraps. Okay, so again, and all the pricing is here. The BV is here. Same for the skincare and the hair and lash growth package. So I'm noticing there's a lot of chat. So I'm gonna try to catch up on these really fast. I don't know if there was questions. Right pricing. Thanks, Ash. Okay. Okay. So no questions. So I do want you guys to start like bombard me with questions because I want to make sure that everything is very clear. So basically I kind of already went over this. Make sure that in the first day you're going over really just starting to get to work. Now, the other thing that you want to mention on the first day, at least for myself, and this could be even before you do the posts. So I'm sorry that I'm kind of going backwards here. So maybe right after they send their website, right after they do their eSuite tax info, you can say, I want you to download 3 apps. And you're going to have them download the It Works Connect app, the It Works Samples app, and Audible. You want them to download that app that day because you're going to go over that and explain to them why they need that Audible app, or at least when they get added to your team page that same day. You guys, also, just a side note, if you do not have a laptop, okay, from your phone, Groups has been not letting you like add people. I'm sure everybody has been noticing, like it's not letting you add people to Groups. So there's one of 2 ways to do this. If you have a laptop, it works perfectly for you to go and add them, okay? If you don't have a laptop, I have a laptop and I still do this. I don't know, call me lazy, whatever. But I will be like, hey, here's a picture of my group page. Go search for it and request to be added. That way they're adding me as a friend on Facebook and they're going and requesting to be added to this page. I see it because I add them to it. And then that way I can welcome them there. So there's a couple different options. There's nothing wrong with having them go and adding it themselves. And again, saying, tell me when you're done. Okay. So that you know that they've added themselves and you can do that. Oh, Katie Main, you're so smart. You can go to your browser on your phone on Facebook and add them that way too. So from a web browser, it will work. From the Facebook app, if for some reason does not work. That was amazing advice. Thank you, Katie Main. Okay, so making sure that they download those apps. Okay, this is really truly just setting them up for success, you guys, because that Connect app has trainings on it. You know what I mean? And if they're agreeing, they're going to be going through everything that you're giving them no matter what. So they're going to have a lot more resources at their fingertips. Even if you're not able to get back to them right away, they have your team page, they have the Connect app. So it may seem like a lot of work up front, but I want you to think of it this way. If you're spending a week, like 1 week solid with these new distributors, there is no reason, and I repeat that, absolutely no reason they cannot sign 6 loyal customers with these packages. There is no reason that they cannot get in the swing of things and understand that they need to come to you and you're working with them and going back and forth together. There's no reason that they cannot do this. Now, remember this. A lot of your new distributor's success plays a lot on how you think they're going to do. Okay, I'm going to use my own personal flaws and failures over the years to tell you guys this. There was a time in my business, and please do not judge me for this. There was a time in my business where I looked at new distributors as fast start bonuses. Okay, I had been and I'll explain that, but I had been so burned so many times of like, this girl is in, she is ready, I'm so excited. And then they sign up and they flip and ghost that day. Okay, and that had happened to me so many times that I had developed a mentality, which I do not suggest ever doing. And if you're in that, I'm going to tell you how to get out of it. Okay. But I had developed a mentality that when they joined, it was almost not even an exciting thing for me anymore. It was almost like, okay, they're in, we'll see what they do, but you know what? I'm going to get my fast start. Like, that's just how I thought. Like, I just thought of them as a fast start. When you do that, they feel that. Whether you say it or not, they feel that. And people come into your business and you're not as ready to help. You're not as willing to help because you're sitting back almost like, all right, let's see what you can do. Instead of, I will help this person be successful. This person will be successful. This person is going to be my next ambassador. This person is going to go Ruby in 30 days. This person is going to go Diamond in 30 days, whatever it may be. But when you really take the time, and I'm telling you, if you take the time for that whole first week, every day you're pouring into them, every day, maybe that's giving them a post. Every day you're giving them a training. You're spending time training them. That's what we're posting about every single day. I'm going to give you one-on-one training. Well, you best be giving it to them because that's how you're drawing them in, right? So we need to make sure that we're backing all of that. We need to make sure that we are supporting them and giving them all of the love and all of the fruit that they're going to, their business is going to be fruitful. And we have an obligation to our businesses, but also to that person, because ultimately we're in this business to help others, right? And so we can't get in the mindset of just a numbers game of enrolling new distributors to fill out that chart. We want to help people be successful, and they need to feel that from the moment that they join. And so I've really learned that over the years. And if you're in that right now where you're kind of feeling like, yeah, I've been burned a lot too, and that's my thought process when they join, is like, okay, well, we'll see. That can't be your thought process. It has to be, this is the one. This is the one. Like Shelby was talking about, I don't even remember when you were talking about it, Sunday night, I think, about the lions, thinking of your lion. You're looking for those people. Like, don't get us wrong. Most of us join for $300 to $500 a month. That's what I joined for, right? But we're looking for the lions. Don't cut off the lions that want $2,000 to $3,000 a month or $6,000 a month. Like, don't sell yourself short and think, yeah, Shelby used the analogy of lions and turds. I wasn't going to say turds, but Ashley put it in the chat. So, but really it's, and people that want to make $200 to $300 a month are not turds by any means, but it's a great example of, so much of us are posting in our business to find the people who just want to make those $200 to $300 a month, because most of America is $200 to $300 away from bankruptcy, you guys. And so that goes a long way. It can go a long way, but there are people out there that will see $2,000 to $3,000 or a full-time income and be like, I'm sorry, what? I can make a full-time income from my phone? Those are the lions. Those are the people that will come in and run. And we need to be manifesting that. Okay, so also make sure that you get them on a new distributor training. I personally do new distributor trainings every Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I'll put that in the chats. Tuesday, 8 p.m. EST. Okay, or I also record them and they're on my YouTube. So you can, like, if it's like a Wednesday that they join, don't make them wait till Tuesday to get started. They're going to have their 6 loyal customers by then. Okay, so if they join that Wednesday night, go to my YouTube, grab the Tuesday night training from the night before, and make sure that they watch that as well. Okay. Again, feel them out. If there's somebody that you're like, okay, they're like maxed out today. They made their post. They did their eSuite tax info. Like, I'm not going to give them that training right this second because they are really overwhelmed. Feel them out. That's your job. So the next day, maybe say, okay, I've got a new distributor training for you. Let's watch this. Let me know when you're done. Okay. Everybody is going to be different, but this is a great way to streamline the masses, the most of them. Okay. Excuse me. Day 2, you're going to send them a host-to-post training. There's a million of them out there. I can post the one that I've been sending. Again, I think Shalina just asked, will you post your script somewhere? Yes. I will put them in a unit on our team page. Okay. So that they're easily accessible to find, and it'll be under how to train a new distributor. And then day 2, again, that's what I just said. I'm sorry. Day 2, host post training, and then go over their steps to success. Oh my gosh, don't call me. Okay. So steps to success. Sorry, got distracted. Again, I'm saying 6 to 10 loyal customers. I'm not saying 6. I'm saying 6 to 10 because I don't want to limit them, and I want them to, like, be thinking that 10. Get them started on and I talk about this in all my newbie trainings, every single one. I never miss it. Get them started on self-development. So if you've sent them a newbie training from me, I'm going to say how to download your first free book on Audible. There's also so many free books on YouTube that you can listen to. There's podcasts, there's all those things. And so I'm going to go over that in my new distributor training. But if for some reason they don't see one, make sure that you guys go over that, because in their first week, I would say in their first month, honestly, that is going to be when they are made, or when they make or break it. Okay. Because they're going to get a lot of no's, and it's going to be up to you to help them to keep their mind right and let them know that, the no's are just not right nows. And eventually they're going to see something that makes them want to try it. I can't tell you, just from that post that I did the other day, and I got it from Ashley, and I think we've all got it from like all the VIP leaders and things, but that Thermal Fight X post, you guys, it is freaking gold. That's why I'm having my new distributors do that as their first post. And it is just blowing up for them, because people are like, I'm sorry, what? I can lose 30 pounds by May or something. And people are interested in that, and they want to comment and they want to know more. I forgot what my point of this was. There was a point of it. But anyways, it's gold. And so having them see that, they're excited about this. They see one thing that they're excited about. And when I made that post yesterday, the amount of people who commented on it, I think I had like 30 comments. Most of them were potential distributors who have been ghosting me for months. Like literally, it's like me following up. And they're like, hey, what's this pill about? That you're talking about on your Facebook. Like, that is a perfect example to tell your new distributors, like, they are going to see some things that they like, and they might not bite for a while. Like, they're going to need to see you not quitting. They're going to need to watch you. And so it's up to us to kind of guide them through that. So anyways, do you guys have any more questions? I highly suggest, and this is up to you, this is something that I've been doing for a while now, and it's worked really well. I highly suggest, when you go over those steps to success, to do it on a FaceTime. Okay, so within their first 24 to 48 hours, schedule a FaceTime. Oh, Paulina, I'll scroll up and read 1 second. So make sure that you're like, schedule a FaceTime and go over the steps to success, and have a Ruby chart printed out or drawn out to show them. Because a lot of the times, I think if somebody would have done that with me, like in my first couple of days, I think if somebody truly would have been like, here's your plan, here's what we're working on together, I would have been like, oh, okay, that's what I need to do. Okay, I'm just going to do that. But because I didn't actually even know what a chart was or what the steps to success were for so long, it wasn't even a thing. And then when I learned what the steps to success were, I started completing my steps to success. I didn't even say that right. Steps to success. And then when you learn, like when you get your charts out, you start promoting to that chart, right? I loved what Pam Souter wrote in a post the other day of just like, what happened? Isn't that interesting? What happens when you get out that chart? You promote to that rank. What happens when you get to that next chart? When you get it out, you promote to that rank. And it was just like, it's so true. When we truly are working on it every single day with that chart in hand, updating our numbers, knowing where we're at, working with our team, we do it. Okay, so Paulina asked, I'm going to say, what scripts would you use for your 1 to 2 week old DTs who you've been training the old way to change it to this new mind-blowing way, and not only get them some volume, but also get more motivated in the business? I would do exactly that. Get excited about this new way. So message them and say, oh my gosh, I know that things have been a little bit slow right now. I see that. I understand that. What I want to do is show you this new way with 3 new packages that we just kind of, and I can write you something up. I'd voice message them. I'd voice message them so they can feel your excitement about it, and then just be like, can I send you over that verbiage, whatever. And then say, or can I tag you in the post, because it's all in the post. So, and it explains it in depth. And then that way you can start verbiage. Is that what it is? Verbiage. There's no eage. Is it like tomato? Anyways, it's really not important. But I would just really get excited about it. Shelby thinks I say, what do you think I say weird? Tour, because I'm from Oregon and we say tour. And I'll never forget this. She's like, how do you say 4? It's tour. I'm like, what? Tour? How do you say tour? Look at all my Oregon girls are like, it's tour. It's tour. Apparently in Florida, it's tour. Like I tore my jeans. Like, how do you tour your jeans? I don't know. I don't get it, but it's fine. Ashley said that is weird. I don't know. It's now I'm getting embarrassed and hot and sweaty. It's fine. So anyways, I didn't finish answering Paulina's question. Just get excited about it. Tag them in that post. And let them know that this is going to be so much more simple. I think this is going to be the key to everything. As long as you get off this Zoom tonight and truly implement it, if you truly start implementing this every single time, start to see your volume skyrocket. Imagine if I would have known when I first started that I could, and this is nobody's fault. This is nobody's fault at all. Like once I started being under the leadership of Shelby, my business exploded, right? But when I didn't have that leadership yet, and when I didn't know what I was supposed to do, I didn't know what to do. I didn't do anything, right? And that's why it took me so long to promote, because I didn't have that guidance. And now, trust me when I say you don't need the guidance in order to promote, but imagine having your new distributors come in and truly showing them how simple this is. Leading with the weight loss products, the skincare products, and the detox, whatever, the 3 packages that we have available, that we have crafted for them, and really just showing them this is what we sell. I'll never forget this. And some of you, drop a 3 if you guys were around when the triple threat was like a thing. It was, and you might, like, there's still a triple threat, but back in the day, it was Fat Fighters, Thermal Fight, what was it? And Cleanse? No. What the heck was it? Was it Keto Coffee? I'm like gapping right now, but it was 97 BV. Okay. It was, I don't remember what the 3 were. I'm dying right now. Ashley, do you remember what it was? But when I discovered that it was 97 BV, coffee, greens, and TFX. Okay. So when I discovered that, I don't know. I don't think we had the coffee yet. Shelby, do you remember? Was it Fat Fight? Oh,
yes. I'm unmuting myself.
Okay. Yes. Tell me.
Too slow. It was greens, Thermophi X, and Fat Fighters.
Yes. Okay. So that was the old TFX package, and it was 97 BV. And I remember looking at that and being like, 97 BV. If I can sell these 3 things, and I'm not kidding you guys, it's the only thing I sold, because I discovered that it was a package that was working really well. And I don't know if I got it from somewhere or what, but the BV was very high, and it was very easy to fill at the time for loyal customers. 97, 97, 97, 97, that almost filled a box, right? And so it was like, I can sell these triple threats like crazy. What I want and what I'm envisioning for these packages is that us just seeing something and selling the crap out of it, because it not only works, but people are going to be getting paid so much more. They're going to be getting such better results because they're taking all of these products at once. And it's not just like, oh, I've been taking the Fat Fighters for 3 days and I don't notice any difference. Well, that's because you need a detox, and that's because you need, to have a fat burner instead of just a carb blocker. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the people that we sell products to, we're doing them a disservice if we're selling them one product, not because we're greedy, because they're not going to get the best results for them. And when we shift our minds to that, and when we bring in new distributors with that mentality from the first day that they start, things are going to change. So I'm super excited about this. I hope you guys are excited. Drop a 4 if you're like so ready to start implementing this and getting it to work. Make sure that if you have any questions, of course, I'll post the scripts, but if you have any questions, or you think like, hey, Rochelle, there's a disconnect here. You guys, I just made all this up like 3 days ago. So that's why we had this launch. If there's something that is like a disconnect, please tell me. Be like, hey, I think we need to add a little bit that here, or I think this is too long, or whatever. But from what I have seen, this has been working very, very well. Another question, Sammy said, how do you transition from the TFX pill post packages? Like when they say they want pills. Here's the thing. I always will, oh yeah, the color personality test too, champagne. That is kind of like in the units as well. Some of this stuff, I didn't go over all of it, because when they get into the team page, they're going to see that new distributors unit, and they can kind of go through some of that. And so I've only talked about really for an entire hour. I've only talked about the first 2 days. So you've got, the third, fourth, fifth, you've got their whole first month to really, hey, let's take this color test. Let's do this. And so the more that you can be engaging with them and having them do things, I think that's what's going to really help like streamline this. And then, sorry, back to Sammy's question. For the TFX pills, I always upsell depending on how much weight they need to lose. So every single person that commented wants to lose like 30 pounds before May, right? So yes, the TFX is clinically proven for that, but do you like coffee? Okay, so as soon as they're like, yes, I love this. This is great. Okay, awesome. We have some great packages right now. Do you like coffee? It's that simple. And then you just go into like, okay, great. Here's our newest product, our skinny brew, blah, 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 blah. Talk about the skinny brew. And then I always love to add on the chocolate greens. Would this be something that's interesting to you? If they say yes, you can send the product info and then the pricing in the way that we always say it. It's normally this, but if you get it today with me at my 90-day discount or my 90-day trial price, you can get it at this price. Okay, so it's just like, it's always that ping pong combo. It's always the same thing, and you're always asking questions. If not, and that doesn't come up for any reason, like I had one lady today, she's like, I want it. She goes, take my money, I want it. Like, and she also, you guys, there's unicorns out there like this. She was like, can it be on auto ship? Because I'm going to forget. Like, I'm going to forget to reorder it. I'm like, yes, it can be on auto shipment. Yes, it can. She's like, okay, great. Take my money. I'm like, you're a unicorn. Like, Shelby's like, does she have a sister? Okay. So anyways, so what was I saying? Oh, then I get their information. Okay. Once you have their information, now you upsell, because they're already locked in, they're ready. They're getting the TFX at least. So what I like to do right then is I'm like, okay, great, I'll put this in just a second. And then like a couple minutes later, I'll be like, oh my gosh, a deal just popped up. You can add on a full month supply of our keto coffee and chocolate greens for only $117 extra. It's normally $200 or whatever it is. And I just realized I've been yelling for the past hour. Anyways, so you can make it anything. You can make anything sound like a deal. You can also add on the mocha dreams. So if you don't want to go like, if you're uncomfortable doing the 117, which you shouldn't be, because we're going big or going home, right? We're going big or going home this next couple months for these bonuses. But if you want to just say, I can add on a bag of keto coffee and our chocolate greens for only $55 extra. Would you like to do that? And then that's the mocha dreams deal that you could add on to the TFX, and that's still going to get you more BB. So, yes, Erica, you can come back to this training. I'll post it to my YouTube and on the group page. Okay. I think we're all good. I think we're great. I've kept you guys for an entire hour, and I did not anticipate it being that long. So I hope this was helpful to you guys, and I will post a recording ASAP and all of the scripts.